Tell me about how you feel about the situation. What's going to hurt more? Which one is more grave?
I mean, I think better question is if you punch me 3 times, I punch you once. It'll probably still hurt you more. But I understand what you're saying. However, the way I see it is, if you know I'm stronger than you, why would you punch me in the first place?
Okay. If you know that I'm weaker than you, why would you punch me?
Because everyone has a breaking point. Everyone has a point where it's gone too far. I can't take this disrespect anymore. I'm not going to lie to you. It's absolutely disgusting. The idea that women know that men can't hit them back or are expected to not hit them back, because if they do, their career is over, their life is over, they'll probably end up going to prison.
So one time I was with my ex, and he used to have girls calling his phone all the time, right? And one time me and him were just chilling, and the girl is calling, and he didn't answer me like the right way about the call, and I was just so like upset because I already knew what it was. There's a contrast behind it, whatever the case is. I slapped him.
Hey.
I slapped him.
Hey.
I did. And you know what he did? You know what he did? He slapped me back. And you know, I said in my head, I said, why did you slap me?
You are sick.
Pick bigger than you, stronger than you, probably faster than you, and can beat you makes about as much sense as jumping into the lion's den with stakes wrapped around your neck and then saying, "Lion, please don't eat me." Skydiving with no parachute, pressing the red button that says, "Do not press red button." I think you get my point. And life, as you go through it, there's certain things you just don't do unless you're ready to deal with those consequences, whatever they may be. And some women out there seem to think they're immune to dealing with those consequences. A man being attacked by another man is going to elicit a range of different emotions at that time that he's going to feel as he's going through that confrontation. So imagine how it must feel for a man to get attacked by a woman, someone he knows he is physically stronger than and capable of easily handling, but yet she finds no problem with crossing that line and disrespecting him, as if she's literally stepping in the lion's den and doesn't expect for the lion to bite her. Hey, if you don't want to go night-night, you should probably keep your hands to yourself. And if you decide to attack anyone, don't be surprised when they retaliate with the same amount of force, or for that matter, even more force than what you expected.
Yeah, man. You know.
What's good? You already know what it is. It's Yadi in the building, Dame, feel me? Whatever you want to call it, nigga. Nah, Bloody, feel me? I want to speak on something again today. Like I said, I'm perfecting how I present myself and how I present my ideas, and I also want to also put my demons out there. I feel like a lot of people don't really do this, and I feel like I'm gonna try to take advantage of it, but you know what I mean, bear with me and shit. But the question that I'm asking is, what is men actually supposed to be doing? Are we leaders? Are we builders? Are we fighters? Are we protectors? Are we just somebody you can run to when you wanna, like, feel me? Like in today's society, I feel like what it means to be a man is lost. You feel me? I feel like what it means to be a someone. And even the same thing goes with the female. Like, you feel me? I'm lost to it. I've been in the dating game for a while. Like, I have, dated, and I've experienced a different different females, mannerisms. I've met females that were just like fairy tale princesses, like, feel me? And I've met, and that's the thing too. I've went a couple places around the world. For me, I've been to Germany. I've been to Japan one time with my homeboy Elson. I like to date, and I only dated not because I was like a whole nigga or one of them niggas that was just trying to bag bitches. Like I said, I like to learn something. And a person like me that never grew up with my mother in those first essential years that you really need to be there, I lacked some understandings when it came on to females, and I lacked a lot of that shit when it came on to females. And as being that, I was in a lot of relationships and always strive to learn and understand, because I said I grew up with my dad, and after my dad was my mom, and I didn't feel like I got a good grasp on what a female is supposed to be, because my mom at that time was just not for us, I would really say. And you know, me and my sister, she was there more for my sister and shit, but I could definitely say that me coming from Jamaica and never had that childhood relationship as being a baby with my mother really made it strenuous on when we met later on down the line. And as I become older and I started, you know, dating and experiencing different females and different things, and that's the thing, I've never dated in Jamaica. You feel me? I don't have, I was 10 years old. I never dated down there. I seen how my mothers, my grandmothers, and my great grandmothers treated one another. My grandfather, everybody, how they treated one another. And I seen, like I said, I seen fist fights. But at the end of the day, it was always to get to a certain point. And I'm not condoning none of that. But like I said, everybody has their breaking point. Everybody has a level of threshold that they can take before everything just spills over, you know? And one thing I learned from my mom, and I mean, not my mom, but my grandmother, which is my mom in my mind, is my great grandmother. You know, are you the senior? You feel me? And watching my grandfather interact with you know, they laugh and play, and then you can see how it was like always for my grandmother. She was always like that delicate lady, but she was also strong. She was also that person that goes in the yard and dig shit up and move shit. So she had a strength to her, but it wasn't a man's strength. You feel me? It was a feminine strength. Like, it was like, I gotta do this because I gotta take care of these kids. You feel me? I gotta do this because I gotta take care of this. My grandfather was more like, my grandfather didn't even speak that much to me and my little cousin. He was always the enforcer. You feel me? Like I said, my grandfather was always the enforcer. And the only time that I really see my grandfather and my grandmother, or my great grandmother, got into that altercation was when they had a difference in idea how the child should be raised. And there's times where my grandfather said, you're spoiling them. You can't do that because they're not going to understand how to do that for themselves. And sometimes my grandmother would be like, fuck that, I'm their grandmother, I got to show them love, I got to do this. And this is where the altercation comes in, where they have a difference of how to give love to their kids. And I grew up understanding that there's a level of communication that you gotta have with your significant other. There's a level of comfortability that you have to be able to express who you are as a person. And when you express that, all that force and negative energy is able to lift up off your heart, because the other person is reciprocating that. And it's like, you know what? This is not a time to fight. This is a time to hash out situations. And that's what I learned from seeing my grandparents. When I came to the Americas and I came to met my mom for the first time, and I met everybody up here in America, you know, everything was everything was somewhat okay. For me, at a point, my mom was living with my grandmother at that time. My other grandmother that was in America. My great-great-grandmother in Jamaica, that's the one we raised with. And my grandmother up here. My mom was there. And I think my mom's husband, or you could say, okay, my sister's dad used to live in the house too. But the thing was, after a while, my mom moved out, which it wasn't even long, to be honest with you. I think it was just like, and then my step-pops moved in, and it was me, my step-pops, my sister, and my grandmother. And there's time to time that we spend the summer at my mom's crib or my mom's apartment, and we met the new boyfriend, we met the new person, we met this, we met that, we met this. And I've seen fist fights, not because they're fighting for something like how a child is being raised, something morally sound, you feel me? How a child is being raised. Like, they're fighting over just hurt feelings. Niggas ain't talk about shit. She feel away, that nigga feel away. And you feel me? Towards the end of the day, it was always sitting up with my mom in the bathroom trying to figure out what the fuck just happened, you feel me? And just for 10 years that went like that, you know what I mean? And once I finally get to the age and I attempted to move out and I attempted to do my own shit, that's when I started realizing this world wasn't set up for niggas like me. Like, honestly, on God right now, I should have been the nigga that just crashed, you feel me? And the crash is only just like gangbanger, you know, for me, part of the Bloods that's like just die early at an early age, because that's the only thing that I was looking for. And dating became something that I did, and I was traumatized, like literally afraid of females, because it wasn't the physicality, it was just the simple fact that I see how in America they run shit here, you feel me? They run it here, and they know they run it, and this is when it gives it goes back to so much pain. Like, I remember, like I said, back in the days, niggas they had their little jobs, they had their little shit, they had their little independence and shit, they had their dad, feel me? They had multiple women's and shit, and this shit is just a jumble clusterfuck of confusion, because niggas had kids around, raising kids. And what I'm trying to say is, I'm guilty of putting my hands on somebody I love, and I'm heartbroken off that. And I deeply express and apologize. And I'm just saying, but not making excuses for this shit, but I've been the talker. I've been the person that know my dark side. I've been the person that know how much I could take, and I've been the person that try to keep the levels below that, because ain't none of us out here really can control anger when that shit gets to a point where it just engulfs you. And I know her for like 12 years, you feel me? We've been back and forth, in and out, just back and forth, like break up, together, break up. I go here, she dates some, like, you feel me? It was a lot, you feel me? And this is what I'm saying. When I started dating, I didn't meet her yet. So I dated a lot of girls before I even met my son's mother. And then once I met my son's mom and we had a child, we kind of fell out, like, in understandings. And I left. I ran away because all I knew is how to fight. All I knew is how to just get tight and start swinging. You know, and I had to figure out where this shit is coming from. You know, I know I'm only violent because I want to survive. This the life that we live in. We only do what we gotta do because we have to. Nobody out here want to be violent. I don't want to be violent. I'm not a violent person. You see me on here, I talk about everything. And I've noticed with the females in America, they're very aggressive. Very spiteful. This just all around nasty when it comes on to men or the guys that they're in relationships with. And I've only noticed that shit because honestly, like, I've only dated American females and probably one Korean and one German girl, and there's no difference, bro. Females nowadays want to be the niggas, want to be the man. And niggas cannot be anything less because now you become a whole fuck ass nigga. You ain't no respect, you feel me? You don't get none of that shit, you feel me? So now it leaves us as men, because now the females is super manly. So that means the niggas got to be more feminine. And what it means to be feminine, bro. And what does it mean to be, I know what it means to be masculine, bro. Masculine is that fighting energy, bro. You're willing, you're ready to guard up. You're ready to defend, bro. You're ready to die for your shit. And I get it. But my thing is, now that females is on that tip, and it's the system got us, like, if we as men come step out of pocket, raise a hand, do something, feel me, even have kids, and you realize you got kids with somebody that you don't want to have kids with, and you peel off, because not because of the child, but because of the person you had a kid with, bro. It's psychologically fucked up, emotionally fucked up, physically. They come in with child support, all that shit, try to keep you down. You understand, like, and I learned from watching everybody I ever been around. You feel me? And I shout out some great niggas that I knew, from down to niggas that dated my moms to niggas that dated my aunt. I shout them out, even though they ain't work. As me being an adult now, and I'm looking at it and I'm flashing back, because this is all on the nigga mind, bro. I'm trying to develop something where I can share with the opposite sex. I'm trying to develop a communicational language where, you know, we could just be something much more, and it's not about females being masculine. I'm saying the human body got both. You know, man, female. As a man, you got your left and your right brain. You got the, you got testosterone that's higher, and you got the fucking the female shit. I forgot the name of it, but that's the thing. That's the thing, because now it's like, there's no winning. There's no winning, bro. There's no winning. You go to a job and your boss is a female. You know that you gotta move different. You can't. You're not even that comfortable. You know what I mean? And even, and it's just, and like I said, it's getting to the point where all I'm trying to do is figure it out. What is this? What's going on right now? You know what I mean? I've been writing down some things. I've been writing down some things and shit. You know what I mean? This is just, like I said, these videos right here that I'm doing is just me getting the energy up to really perform the way I want to perform when I start doing what I really want to do with these videos. So right now, for the month of December, I'm just gonna be rocking out on Facebook, really recording myself and really talking about my demons and what led me to this path, and what I've done to really overcome a lot of the anxiety that I faced in life. But I'm still dealing with anxiety. Like my biggest anxiety now is giving somebody 100% of myself, because when I give them 100%, you put all your feelings and your emotions, and you easily hurt now. You're easily just flipped upside down, and I find that very hard. Like, cause it's hard, because as a man, if a female loves you with all her heart, you're cherishing that. You don't want that to break. You don't want that to be violated. So you maneuver yourself in such to keep that love that she had for you intact. But today's society, the male species is not getting none of that love, not from their kids, not from they significant other. No, like literally, you can sit and tell a female how you feel, and they can literally take what you told them and feel a way about it based on your feelings, which is crazy to me. A person has never told me, yo bro, you make me feel this way, and it made me upset because they told me that I made them upset. You feel me? It's weird to me. And this is what I've always been faced in relationships, you know. Like I said, I'm not a person that jumps from relationship to relationship. It might seem like that, but I was honestly trying to learn something, and not one female had it. So I had to find little pieces everywhere until I came to the realization that it's not that they're missing something. It's the simple fact that they're using, and they don't have the understanding of what it means to be a female in the 21st century. And it's not everybody. It's not every female. I've met females that were real down to earth, real cool, you know, respect given all the way. You know, respect given all the way. And there was some that I just couldn't contend with. You feel me? They were straight warriors, bro. And it was just like, I'm a warrior too. You know what I mean? Just getting to that point of sitting down and talking to somebody about your feelings, and they, like, females can always sit and talk their feelings with niggas. Niggas is always there trying to understand a female's feelings. And I'm not saying females don't do this either, but it's limited, bro. It's limited. It's limited. And we need good mental health, good emotional health. And we need to start teaching each other these simple things that can really change the outcome, you know, really change what's going on today, at least with the few people that I know. Like I said, I know people that's in big families, and they good. They don't see nothing wrong with the world. For me, they fuck as much bitches as they want, and you know what? They can always run back home because they don't gotta really rely on none of them. As a person like me, I don't have no way to run back to, you feel me? So it's either I suck it up and take whatever it gotta be take, and me and this person, we sharing this space, and we sharing this, and we sharing that, and you still have disagreements, but at the same time, because you have disagreements, you still can't voice your opinion because it's like a problem. Feel me? Nobody want to be told something. Nobody want to be nobody want to be in the wrong. Nobody want to be told about themselves. Nobody want no self-corrections. Nobody want no tips and tricks. Nobody want nothing, bro. You feel me? Like, all it is now is just we waiting for something. Feel me? I've been doing research on this, and I'm like I said, I'm writing a lot of this shit down, and I'm not ready to really use this information right here. But like I said, December is the month that I'm gonna actually finally be finished with this thing, and start doing some videos, and editing some videos, and slowly promoting the brand that I'm trying to create at this time. It's not a clothing brand, it's a way of life brand. It's the Black Family brand. It's the BFB. And I wanna create an atmosphere where men and females can go and actually get the support they need to overcome those hurdles that we as young adults and older adults created for ourselves by growing up in very hostile environments and stuff like that. And like I said, from the bottom of my heart, never want to lift a hand. But we all got limits, and I know my limits, and I try to understand my girl's limits, my wife's limits, however she want to see it. I try to understand her limits, and I try not to ever take her to them limits. But like I said, for me, it's just been a thing that's fucking me up because, like I said, I'm not a fighter nigga. I'm not one of those type of niggas that's gonna wake up and get ready to be for the female. No, I'm not that. But I am one of those peoples that when we're talking, let me talk. Like, you know, let me talk and let me express how I want to express. If my voice, like, I got a whole Adam's apple, bro. My shit is up here, bro. I got a whole Adam's apple. So at the end of the day, I don't think of, and this is what this is my opinion, and y'all can agree or disagree, but I don't think the tone of my voice or just how deep my voice is or how stern my voice is really affect what the conversation is about. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard this a lot from females. You're not my father. Oh, you're not my father. And I'm just like, you didn't even know your dad. Like, you're not my father. You didn't even know your dad. Like, come on. Like how you know what a dad is supposed to be? Like, you feel me? And these are the shits that I want to talk about. I want to get off the table, but it's just been so difficult. You feel me? To talk to anybody that don't want to talk to you. You feel me? And a lot of people say, oh, like I was talking to my son yesterday. You know, he's like, yo, bro, just walk away. I said, bro, I've been walking away for 12 years, bro. That's all I did was walk away, bro. I ran to Georgia. I went to Georgia. I went to Germany. I went to Japan. I ran all over the fucking place, bro. I ran away from every fucking problems. And I'm telling you right now, I can't run no more because they took my passport, took my license. My whole shit is taken. So what must we do now? You feel me? What must we do now? And I was talking to my son the other day, and he said something to me that really hurt my feelings. And it's not even the fact that he went to hurt my feelings, but I expressed to him that, like, boy, I'm like, where you get that impression from? And he's like, oh, because you never fight any girls. You never argue with any girls. You always just give them what they want. You always just, you know? And that shit for my son to tell me that shocked the fuck out of me. I had to change something inside of me. And was that for me to be more, was that for me to be more, like, I don't know that shit. It was like, oh, I'm like, what you know about sigma male, beta male, and alpha male? Like, you know what I mean? And he was just basically, breaking what his perception of it is to me. And, you know, he said, oh, Dad, you a sigma male. So I'm like, what you mean by a sigma male? Like, oh, you know, you can cook, you can do all that stuff, you can do all this stuff, you can clean up, you can do, you work hard, you go back and forth to work, and that shit hurt my feelings because that's what I was taught. A male and an alpha male is supposed to be. A sigma male to me is not that. Like an alpha male, a sigma male is a person that I don't like. Boy, I don't know what that is. So it put me to the point where it's just like niggas out here is really labeling niggas out here. There's females out here labeling men as simps, bro. There's females out here really going about it on a masculine level. And like I said, one thing I've learned, shit don't stay the same. What comes around goes around. What comes around goes around on God. What comes around goes around. And like we had all the power back then when we was having families and creating. Now the females have all the power with social media, beauty, ass shaking, all this shit. And then they have even more power because they're feminine, and there's certain way that you look at a feminine, and there's certain things you're not supposed to do as a man to a feminine female. And nowadays they're taking advantage of that and using it as a weapon, weaponizing that shit. Weaponizing, it's okay for me to have an attitude with my man. It's okay to have an attitude with what he say because I don't agree with it. And nigga, you not my daddy, nigga. Like, you not my father. You like regular shit. Like, shit it blows my mind, but you want the respect of a nigga. I don't get it. Like, how you reciprocate that by doing that. So, my son, oh, you a nice person. So automatically, you knowing I'm a nice person, you automatically expect what you expect. And I'm flabbergasted, man. I don't even know if I said that right. Flabbergasted, whatever. Like I said, man, dating out here is like dead, bro. Relationships is dead, bro. Like I really feel like they dead. Like if you ain't sit down and find somebody you could talk to and get over any little hurdles, whether it's a disagreement or just shouting contest, you feel me? Like, ain't man, this shit crazy out here. But that's my shit for now and shit. I'm about to put this video, once I post it up, I'm about to put this video with another video that I created, and I'm about to edit them and put them together. I'm gonna put it on YouTube, man. Like I said, my community, fuck with me, you feel me? Follow me, like my shit, subscribe. Like we I'm here working with you guys because, you know, saying no man is an island, and I'm just being who I am. You feel me? Words is always been. Well, I wasn't a big speaker in the past. I really just listened a lot in the past, but now I feel like everything that I've listened to is always the same. So now I feel like I can speak on certain things now because it's always the same thing over and over. But man, fuck with my community, fuck with me, man, fuck with what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to present. Yeah, that's really it. I got a lot of projects that I want to do, but financially right now, I gotta be playing chess and shit. So, like I ain't gonna lie, my boss just hit me up this morning and shit from this job I used to do. He, you know what I mean? And he was basically said he gonna talk to the owner and see if he can get me up in there. So fingers crossed, man. Just fuck with me, man. You already know it's Dame, bro. You can even jump on here and talk with me, bro. Send me a text. Keep me. I know when I be on this shit, I be all over the place, bro. I got so much fucking words in my mind, bro. So much shit in my mind, bro. And somebody, I was talking to this therapist, and he said everybody has to at least do 1,000 hours of self-expression and self-reflection and to calm their mind, you know. And that's what I really been trying to do, man. My mind has really been hectic and racy and all over the place, and trying to figure out a business plan where I don't have to stab nobody in the back, where it's just great camaraderie. You feel me? It's just great teamwork. It's just we got a goal to go to we got a goal, but we understand that the journey is what's gonna make the goal happen, and we stay focused and we stay on the journey and we stay, like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's really it right now. But man, fuck with me, man.